Dragon Ball has one of the biggest anime fan bases on the planet. Thanks to that fact, many fans have come up with some crazy theories about their favorite show. They may range in quality, but some of them are just too crazy not to pass up. Sometimes they're so mind-blowing they can make perfect sense, while other times it's just downright weird. But either way, it's definitely fun. Before we get started, be sure to click on that subscribe button to get all the latest videos from TheGamer right on your homepage. It's magical. Without further ado, here are 9 crazy Dragon Ball fan theories that change everything. Majin Buu's concept art represents the USA. Majin Buu is the first phase in the Buu saga, and eventually makes way for Buu and Kid Buu, powerful and crazy versions of the childish Majin Buu. Whereas the latter two Buus are lean and mean, Majin Buu is plump, immature, and constantly on the lookout for sweets. According to this internet theory, that's supposed to represent the United States of America. Considering the rocky history the Japanese have had with America in the 20th century, many feel like Buu was a subtle jab, despite Akira Toriyama stating otherwise. When Buu destroys a city, the explosion even forms a mushroom cloud over it. Indeed, there are quite a few similarities here. Or maybe it's just a silly cartoon. I don't know. The first Super Saiyan God. In Dragon Ball Super, and by association Battle of Gods, Shenron tells the group of the very first Super Saiyan God. To counteract the rising threat of evil Saiyans on the planet Vegeta, 6 kind-hearted Saiyans joined together to form the Super Saiyan God. Despite his new power, he was defeated and vanished. But this theory claims that he didn't. Instead, he became the guardian of Vegeta, much like how Kami is the guardian of Earth. This plot point was brought up back in Dragon Ball Z, and it makes sense. He obviously didn't stay in God form, as it has a time limit, but he used that battle to slowly become a legend as he continued to watch over his planet. Now that would be a cool bit of connective tissue. Krillin is actually the most skilled Z fighter. Most of you might laugh at such a statement, but this fan theory brings up an interesting point about Krillin. He's often the butt end of many jokes in Dragon Ball, and has died and come back to life more times than anyone on the series. What he lacks in natural skill, though, he makes up for in determination. See, unlike the Saiyans, who are naturally gifted fighters, Krillin just has to work insanely hard to be the level he's at. Sure, Goku could beat him in one shot, but without his key powers, Krillin would actually come out on top. That's because Krillin trained to survive in a world that was tougher than he was. He started from scratch and worked his way to the level that he is now. He even defeated a Saiyaman when Yamcha couldn't. Half-Saiyans are more powerful than full Saiyans. This one actually makes quite a bit of sense, and we're gonna run with it. Saiyans are considered to be some of the most powerful beings in the world. Often stoic and emotionless, they are a warrior species who have a shaky history, but Goku and Vegeta both have sons with human wives. You'd think that they would bring their power levels down, but in truth, they may be even stronger. This is due to the adrenal glands found in humans, but not Saiyans. This makes them more emotional than their Saiyan fathers. Notice how Goten gets powerful when his loved ones are in danger. He uses that to boost his power. Future Trunks is an incredibly strong Saiyan as well, taking out numerous villains throughout the sagas, with that awesome blue mushroom gut. Father Yamcha. This theory suggests that there's been some funny business going on behind the scenes in the Dragon Ball universe, mainly that Goku is not the father of Gohan. In Dragon Ball Super, Frieza remarks that Goten is the spitting image of Father Goku. The same can't be said for Gohan. In fact, Gohan looks like another Z fighter and friend of Goku. Yep, this theory suggests that Yamcha is secretly Gohan's real father. But what about the Super Saiyan gene? Well, the theory has been covered that states that Chi-Chi inserted Goku's DNA into her womb to pass on the Saiyan gene. Yeah, it's crazy, but you can't deny Gohan doesn't look that much like Goku. Still, it's pretty crazy. Super Mario is a retelling of Dragon Ball. Alright, this theory is one of the craziest on this list, but bear with us as we dive in because it starts to make a lot of sense. First off, the parallels. In the original Dragon Ball, a princess named Chi-Chi is trapped in a castle ruled by the Ox King, resulting in our hero rushing to her rescue. Along the way, he fights a giant ape boss battle and shoots energy from his body. Sound familiar? The flora, fauna, and animal life are also quite similar, including the flying fish and the mushroom forests. Yeah, we're starting to think that these two properties have more in common than meets the eye.
It's a me, Goku, Kamehameha.
5-minute fight. Goku and the tyrannical villain Frieza came head-to-head on the planet Namek. After witnessing the death of his friend Krillin, Goku's anger sends him into Super Saiyan. But then something weird happens. Frieza gives Goku 5 minutes before he destroys the planet. But that actual part of the fight lasted 8 episodes, and the whole entire fight was 18 episodes long. We know Dragon Ball has a way of drawing things out, but what if there was something else to it? Due to Goku's recent transformation, many speculate that the fight did indeed last around 5 minutes, but thanks to the speed of Goku's new transformation, it appeared in slow motion to us. Hence why it took much longer. Whenever someone would talk, the action would cut to normal, so audiences could hear it before switching back to slow motion. Dragon Ball bullet time. Frieza's age. Speaking of Frieza, how old is that guy? We know he's old and that his father, King Cold, is even older, but we have no basis to put a number to his name. While we may not be able to do that, we could assume that Frieza is actually an adolescent. Yeah, that's right. Frieza is a petulant brat that wants to become a supreme leader. He's also extremely lazy, citing in Super that he's never even trained a day in his life until his comeback in that series. Seeing as his father is much larger than he is, and that Frieza is hilariously immature, it seems clear to us that this villain has some growing up to do. Dragon Ball inspired Sonic? Sonic has been back in the headlines these days, no thanks to the critically acclaimed game Sonic Mania. But what if we told you that this super fast hedgehog who's always on the hunt for golden rings is actually inspired by Dragon Ball? After getting the Chaos Emeralds, Sonic basically goes Super Saiyan, complete with a golden yellow look and spiky hair. Sonic is also carefree kind of hero like Goku, and Shadow is the proud to a flaw rival, much like Vegeta. Silver and Trunks are both time travelers, and Tails is none other than Krillin, the best friend of the hero. Sure, the objectives are different, but the foundations are strikingly similar. Mainly the pointy yellow hair, but whatever. That's it for now, everyone. Which Dragon Ball theory do you think is the craziest? Do any of these seem logical to you? Which crazy theory are you aware of that we didn't include on our list? Let us know in the comments, and be sure to like this video and subscribe to The Gamer for more awesome videos in your playlist every day. Thanks for watching.